So the first
era.
episode went up Sunday, and they put up the second episode today.
And I'm in it.
Are you in it?
Yeah, I just showed. They showed some clips, and they showed my mug on there. So
yeah,
I wonder,
of course you're part of the
wonder
Ruthless
what they
Aggression.
got me. Wonder what they're going to be showing, man.
So they said it's 2002 to 2008.
Oh yeah,
King
Booker definitely stole that whole era. So I'm looking forward to seeing the residual.
When you think of that roster, that especially in 2002, 2003, it is probably the most interesting time period in professional wrestling history because WCW goes out of business, and in that 2002 to 2004 really period, you had You in the Company, DDP in the Company, Undertaker, Kane, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mankind, The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Scott Hall, Scott Steiner, Kevin Nash. All of y'all were there. Goldberg. All of y'all were there at the same time, in the same time period. I don't know if there's ever been that many top guys in a company at one given period of time ever. Now, so of course, some of the guys were past their prime, like Flair and Hulk were, on the latter half of their career than the beginning, and a couple other guys. But there's so many guys at that one period. What do you remember about Ruthless Aggression era?
Nothing.
You don't remember anything about the Ruthless Aggression era? I don't know. There was a lot of you were part of almost every WrestleMania in that time.
No, I mean, it's crazy, man. I think I'll reminisce what happened many, many years, later on. I just never have had time to think about the time that I was doing it. The Ruthless Aggression era is literally, it's kind of like a blur, man, because I was on the road so much at that time, man. I mean, you guys think about the Ruthless Aggression era totally different than the way I think about it, because when I came into WWF at the time, I was coming from WCW, man, and bruh, it was smooth selling in WCW. I mean, I had guaranteed money, and we worked, but we worked at that point in time. The schedule had calmed down a whole lot, man. I had my boat, called the Queen, a little 21 footer. You know what I mean? It's a little fishing boat, something I take out on the weekends. You know what I mean? Drop a line here, drop a line there. Live bait sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes a little shad, sometimes a little shrimp. You know what I mean? But my thing is I had time to actually go out and enjoy myself. Right. And then when I got in WWE, 2001, I didn't see my boat again for 6 years later. I didn't get out on the water. I was working, bro. That's what I remember about the Ruthless Aggression era. It was so taxing. It was topsy-turvy. It was one of those times where, man, if you didn't have your hard hat on, like you say, WCW went out of business. You know how many guys lost their jobs when WCW went out of business?
Quite a few.
You know how many guys didn't work ever again in another big organization after WCW went under? So my thing at that point in time was, man, stay focused. Stay in the game. Stay ready for whatever. You know what I mean? Because they say if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So my thing was, I was thinking about going out there and man, seeing how am I going to weather this storm. And literally, man, we were working, just like Jake the Snake said many years ago in the first documentary they did on him. He was talking to his daughter. He said, baby, when you sign that contract, you are obligated to wrestle every day. And honestly, truly, that's kind of like the way it is in the business. You don't call in sick. You don't call in and say, hey, I need a sick day. I got a headache. The kids running around and they're running me crazy. I'm not going to be able to make it in. The car broke down on the way to the airport, and hey, I'm not going to be able to make it because I'm going to have to get the car back home. This is not that type of business,
right?
You go. You show up, even if they say, hey, well, look here, sit this one out, but you still show up because that's what the business has been built on for many, many years. I've gotten to the arena, man, and they've told me, hey, Book, sit this one out. And I'll sit it out, but, bruh, I'm going to show up. I'm going to make it to the arena, and that's just what it's about.
Yeah, but to me as a fan, the Ruthless Aggression era, even, and here's the thing, I don't know if there's a popular opinion or not, but even more so than the Attitude Era, I enjoy that Ruthless Aggression era period because you also saw the influx of a lot of new stars, the John Cenas, the Randy Ortons, the Brock Lesnars, the Dave Batistas.
Yeah.
They all came in at that same time,
Don't
too.
Don't get me wrong. I remember the era. I mean,
well, I know you do, but you're
great.
saying it was your job.
Yeah, man,
you were looking to reminisce and think about how cool it was. You're like, this is my job. I got to go out there and do it. Also, guys like Edge, Christian, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. That's what I'm saying. It was the best time. What do you, though, remember like about, say, we just saw Edge come back. You had the WrestleMania match with him, WrestleMania 18.
Yeah.
That was Ruthless Aggression era. Do you remember that one?
You know what I remember about that era more than anything is, man, I had a Ruthless Aggression pack with so many different guys. Yeah, I had one.
Oh, you're talking about the toy sets that they put together.
Yeah. I had one with Edge. I had one with RVD. I had one with Eddie Guerrero. I had one with Rey Mysterio. So I had a pack with so.
Great, yeah.
No, I'm serious. So I had a pack with so many. I think I had one with Christian. No, seriously. So. And the thing is, I got them all in my garage at home. That's what's crazy about it, So the Ruthless Aggression era, man, I made a lot of money off merchandise. Off merchandise, man. I made a lick, man. And I'm gonna tell you, man, those checks. That's what I think I remember the most, man, is those royalty checks every quarter, because those checks were. Those were some nice checks, once I think about it. You know what I mean? I hope I still got some of that money. But, the Ruthless Aggression era brought me a whole lot of different action figures, man, with so many different guys.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of great matches.
A lot of great matches. A lot of great matches.
I
just never remember any of the matches, man, until I see them on television and stuff like that. A guy like Kurt Angle. Came in that era pretty much, right?
Yeah, Kurt was a little bit before that, but he was there. He was working on top. Man, Kurt, that's what I'm saying. Big Show, Kane.
Kurt Angle is the guy we got to talk about.